Most people want to be victims of their history instead of masters of their destiny at first. They want to look at an external source. And as a result, they blame these things outside themselves. Then they blame themselves because they have this injected value system of mothers, fathers, preachers, teachers, conventions, traditions that they're comparing their life to, and they think, oh, they're making a mistake. And eventually they realize, no, there's a transcendent awareness, as Kohlberg describes, where you realize it wasn't either of those. There's just something to be grateful for. And I think that that's a liberating state that not everybody attains on a consistent basis by any means, but they certainly have a yearning innately, a calling to transcend the judgments, the lower moralities of punishment rewards that they get themselves into. Anytime you expect yourself to live in somebody else's values, you're going to beat yourself up. Anytime you expect them to live in your values, you're going to be, they're going to be beaten up. But if you start to realize that you live in your own values, Einstein said it, if you're a cat and you're expecting to swim like a fish, you're going to beat yourself up. You're not going to appreciate yourself. Or if you're a fish expecting to climb like a cat, you're going to beat yourself up. But if you honor yourself as who you are, according to what you truly value, and live honorably by priority according to what's authentic to you, you build momentum doing extraordinary things and exemplify what's possible for other human beings that magnetizes opportunity and creates a leadership role that inspires. We're not here to compare ourselves to others. We're here to compare our own daily actions to what's truly highest in our own values. If we do that, we will expand ourselves. Every individual has a set of priorities that they live their life by moment, even though that list is evolving. At any moment, that's there. And every perception, every decision, and every action they take is based on that. And they're always making a decision based on what they believe will give them the greatest advantage over disadvantage. And if they live by highest priorities, the blood glucose and oxygen goes into the forebrain and awakens the executive center, where they have the most self-governance. They have inspired visions, strategic planning, executing plans, and they literally have fibers that go all the way down into the amygdala with GABA and glutamate that they shut down the impulse and instinct animal center that distract them from really an inspired focus. But when they live by highest priority and they're more objective, they set real goals in real time that get real actions, that get results. But the second they are not doing that and comparing themselves to somebody else and putting them on a pedestal, they'll inject the values of others into their life and attempt to be like somebody else. And Emerson said, envy is ignorance and imitation is suicide. We're not here to compare ourselves, we're here to honor ourselves and not live in their shadows, but stand on their shoulders. So the second we do that, we cloud the clarity of our own mission and calling in life. And then as a result of it, have unfulfillment, which then puts the glucose and blue blood down into the amygdala and makes us want to avoid the challenges and seek the easy life. And we go towards impulsive, compulsive, immediate gratifying, addictive behaviors as a compensation for unfulfilled highest values. So we, in a sense, disempower ourselves and get into polarities and ungoverned external influence instead of an inspired calling from within to do something amazing. So it's important to live by priority on a daily basis. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that if you don't fill your day with high priority actions that truly inspire you, your day is designed to fill up with low priority distractions that don't. And the symptomatology that emerges in all areas of life, not just physiologically, as a result of that, is a feedback system to let you know you're not being authentic. And a lot of times people are trying to get rid of some parts of themselves instead of honor what it's trying to do to get them to be themselves. And the moment they sit and get focused on what's really priority and give themselves permission to say no to the other things, or even delegate those things to people who would be inspired to do that, and liberate themselves from those emotional states, they get on with an inspired, grateful, loving, and very present state of a great accomplishment. They're the excellers. Addictive, impulsive, compulsive, immediate gratifying behaviors, which could be searching for sugar, it could be consuming food, it could be coffees and teas, and anything that's a stimulant to compensate for the unfulfillment is literally a compensation for not living according to what we value most.